Wish me luck, I'm gonna need it.
Good luck.
Number 10. Dennis Nedry, Jurassic Park.
You didn't say the magic word.
Please! God damn it! Hate this hacker crap!
Jurassic Park is full of iconic characters with immediately recognizable outfits. Ian Malcolm, Alan Grant, and Ellie Sattler were all a big part of the first film's success, with each returning for later installments. One character who entered the film as quickly as he exited was Dennis Nedry, a computer programmer portrayed by Seinfeld actor Wayne Knight.
You shouldn't use my name.
Dodgson! Dodgson! We've got Dodgson here! See, nobody cares.
Nonetheless, a Dennis figure was made, although we wouldn't have been able to tell without his name on the box. The toy strangely makes the character into a typical action hero, not resembling Knight or his character's wardrobe. According to the product description, the figure comes with, quote, trank spray gun and, quote, dino damage arm. What that means is anyone's guess. We just wanted a shaving cream accessory.
Customs can even check it if they want to.
Let me see.
Go on. There's enough coolant inside for 36 hours.
No menthol?
The embryos have to be back here in San Jose by then.
Number 9. Farmer Luke, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope.
Luke, tell your uncle if he gets a translator, be sure it speaks Bocce.
Doesn't look like we have much of a choice, but I'll remind him.
It's hard to say which film franchise has the most merchandise associated with it, but we're pretty sure Star Wars would make the top 10. The franchise's action-packed lightsaber battles and unique spaceships make tie-in toys a no-brainer. But other parts of the franchise are a little less marketable.
Your only concern is to prepare those new droids for tomorrow. In the morning, I want them up there on the South Ridge working on those condensers.
Take, for example, Luke Skywalker's days as a moisture farmer. A pretty boring era in the Star Wars protagonist's life, and yet there's a toy for that. The 30th anniversary Farmer Luke toy comes with a moisture farming machine bigger than the character. It also comes with a lightsaber, which doesn't make any sense, but we're not sure any kid would have bought it otherwise.
What is it? It's your father's lightsaber. This is the weapon of a Jedi Knight. Not as clumsy or random as a blaster.
Number 8. Various. Hook.
Better die, Peter.
To die would be a great adventure.
Death is the only adventure you have left.
Titles like E.T., Jaws, and Jurassic Park have made director Steven Spielberg a household name. Lesser known, but still beloved by audiences, is his 1991 interpretation of Peter Pan called Hook.
Your children love you. They want to play with you. How long do you think that lasts?
The toys that spawn from this film are less beloved, by fans or anyone else. Although the toy lines made were official and had to have been approved by someone, they look more like cheap knockoffs. The film's logo is given excess design elements on the figure's cardboard backers, and the characters themselves look nothing like the actors who portray them. It's unclear just why these toys are so bad, but given how protective star Robin Williams was of his image, it's unlikely that we'll be seeing better ones anytime soon. Number 7. NECA Roy Burns, Friday the 13th, A New Beginning.
Oh, hey, you okay?
Oh, some damn enchiladas!
The 5th installment of Friday the 13th, A New Beginning introduced audiences to Roy Burns, a father who went insane and began a killing spree inspired by the series' usual killer, Jason Voorhees. The character and film were maligned by many critics and received a mixed to poor reaction from fans.
Jason Voorhees is dead! His body was cremated. He's nothing but a handful of ash.
Nonetheless, a NECA action figure actually exists of the character, and it's pretty high quality. The figure has an incredibly detailed face, his version of Jason's signature hockey mask, and an arsenal of miniature weapons. It's the ideal gift for any completionist fan begrudgingly collecting every iteration of the franchise's masked killer. That said, we can't help but be a little insulted that so much effort went into the toy for such a reviled character.
What the hell's going on here?
You talking to me, Sheriff?
Huh?
Oh, I thought you was talking to me.
Number 6. Bob the Goon, Batman.
See what he knows about this Batman. And Bob.
side characters never really get the respect they deserve. More often than not, the heroes and villains of superhero films will get multiple toys made of themselves, while henchmen, friends, and even love interests are left with no action figure representation. This was surprisingly not the case for Tim Burton's Batman, for which a toy was made of the Joker's goon, Bob.
Remember, you are my number one guy.
Unfortunately, Bob may have been wishing he was left out of this particular toy line. Although the cardboard backing card features a cool, mostly accurate illustration of the character, the figure itself leaves a lot to be desired. His hair doesn't quite cover his head, his eyes are expressionless dots, and his wrinkles are plentiful.
Bob? Gun. Going to need a minute or two alone, boys.
Number 5. Chain Attack Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider.
You're gonna have to trust me.
Why is that?
He may have my soul, but he doesn't have my spirit.
Superhero films and action figures go hand in hand, so much so that tie-in toys are made even when a movie is universally disliked by fans and critics alike. In the case of Ghost Rider, the film's quality was a perfect match for its strange, awkward toys.
And you'll find me there. The spirit of vengeance. Fighting fire with fire.
Now, we're not saying all Ghost Rider toys are bad, but Hasbro's Chain Attack action figure is certainly one of the worst. The head sculpt looks more like a bored David Swimmer than it does the film's star, Nicolas Cage, and it's comically dwarfed by the figure's giant arms and shoulders. Luckily, the toy comes with an interchangeable head, so you can swap out the regular Johnny Blaze for the considerably better flaming Ghost Rider skull.
Is how legends are born.
Number 4. Atari Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
The events of that day would lead to the discovery of one of the most bizarre crimes in the annals of American history, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Have you ever wanted to own a figure of Leatherface who is ready for St. Patrick's Day? If so, you're in luck. NECA has just the right figure for you. The iconic antagonist from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was painted to match his Atari video game counterpart. Or at least that was the intention.
I just can't take no pleasure in killing.
The Atari Leatherface is super simplistic, with a tan face, solid colored body, and black shoes. But he's more often shown wearing blue rather than green. In addition to the strange Leatherface, NECA also made Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger into their video game likenesses. They use similarly limited color palettes, but are still leagues better than the Hulk-colored Leatherface, who likely only appeals to completionist collectors.
You boys don't want to go mess around no old house. Those things is dangerous. You're liable to get hurt.
Number 3. The Meat, Rocky.
I'll stink. That's right, it stinks!
Rocky is one of the most well-known and celebrated sports dramas of all time. The original film has inspired several sequels and was selected for the United States National Film Registry. A movie with that kind of impact unsurprisingly has a pretty substantial merchandise line featuring shirts, boxing gloves, and even action figures.
You don't want to know.
Yeah, I want to know how come.
You want to know?
I want to know how!
Although an action figure of Rocky himself is a given, you may be surprised to learn that his favorite sparring partner was also given a figure. And we're not talking about Apollo Creed. For some reason, the slab of meat Rocky uses to practice with was actually given its own action figure, sold separately from any actual character. It's definitely one of the most baffling movie tie-in toys ever made.
Getting cold in here. I think I'm going home.
Cold in here? It's cold in here! It stinks in here! You stink!
Number 2. Big Bite Fred, The Flintstones.
Mother, Fred is a loving husband and a good provider.
Oh, really? What has he ever provided you besides shade?
Did you know there was a live-action Flintstones movie in the 90s? Its stars would probably prefer if you forgot. Not only was the film panned by critics, but it also inspired a pretty questionable line of tie-in toys.
I hate to bust your bubble, but if you build houses this small, who's gonna live in them?
One of those toys was Big Bite Fred, an action figure whose main action was to eat. In order to play with the toy, made in the likeness of John Goodman, you had to place food into his hand and lift a lever on his body. This lever then caused Fred to unhinge his jaw, revealing a comically large mouth to consume the prehistoric food items.
You know, Fred, I hear that eating too much red meat is bad for you.
What a load of bunk. My father ate it every day of his life. He lived to the ripe old age of 38.
Number 1. George Sakul, Star Wars franchise.
Why do I get the feeling you're going to be the death of me? Don't say that, Master. You're the closest thing I have to a father.
The Star Wars franchise is full of silly names. A character named Droopy McCool is seen playing music for Jabba the Hutt. Savage Opress is said to be Darth Maul's brother, and Elon Sleazebagano is, well, a sleazebag.
You want to buy some death sticks?
You don't want to sell me death sticks.
I don't want to sell you death sticks.
You want to go home and rethink your life.
I want to go home and rethink my life.
Few names in the universe feel quite as lazy as George Sakul, however. This character, based on creator George Lucas, was turned into a toy and given out at the second major Star Wars convention, Celebration 2. In case you haven't caught on, George is just a misspelling of George, and Sakul just Lucas backwards. The toy's head does resemble Lucas, but the body appears to just be recycled from other Star Wars figures.
Luke, help me take this mask off.
Did you have a favorite or least favorite movie tie-in toy growing up? Tell us about it in the comments.
Batman's battle against crime never ends, and now you can bring the action home.
Batman, ha-ha!
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.